What's up YouTube, it's your boy FlexR the Gamer, back with another banger. Like always, we are here to talk about another game. Today I'm going to be reviewing a game called Hades. And honestly, I think if you haven't heard of this game by now, then it's definitely something you guys should check out. I got it while it was on sale for like $12 or $13. It was on the Nintendo store for sale. This game I don't actually have a physical copy of, but I bought it digitally. I normally like to buy the physical copies, but sometimes it really seems to be really hard not to get on some of those deals, even though the physical copy is really what I'm looking to get. Hades is one of those games where it kind of gives me a little bit of the Diablo 3 feel, but not so much because it's very fast-paced, it's very hype, it's turned up. I love the game because like you start out as Hades' son, and the goal of the game is to basically get out of the different levels of hell. Originally I had actually put a spoiler in this video, but I'm actually cutting that out because I don't want to spoil the game for anybody. But Hades is basically like based in hell basically. So the goal is to get out of the different levels of hell. And what is so unique about this game is every single time you die, you kind of start over with the knowledge and experience that you gain through that run of the dungeon or level of hell per se. So basically each time you die, you basically come back and you start over from the beginning with more strength, more upgrades, different weapons, and you kind of learn from your mistakes in this game. And what I like about it is it really gives you that feeling as a player of being in hell and being stuck and having to learn like, oh dang, I died. It gives you that feeling of like, okay, this is why people give up when they're in hell and why it feels like hell, because it's almost like no matter how hard you try, you can't find peace. You can't get out of this hell. Like you can't, it's like you're trapped. So like, yeah, it's kind of funny. Like I love the comic sense that it has over everything. Your dad, which is Hades, is kind of like, son, you need to just accept that you're here and you need to stop trying to find out what else is in here in life. You belong here. You should work for me and listen to me and not try to fight and destroy hell to get out. But anyways, like along through the game, you are like speaking with the gods of Olympus. So like the gods of Olympus are sending blessings down to you from hell, which are like power-ups that give you like life steal or like more attack, higher critical rate. You get blessings from like Athena, Aphrodite, Zeus, Apollo, Ares. Throughout the whole game, you're getting through these levels and then you'll find a blessing and they're like, hey, yo, we're trying to let you know that we see you Zagreus, you're trying to get out of hell and we know that you need our help. But I don't think he can actually talk to the gods. He can just kind of feel their blessing and like they can sense that he's down there trying to get out, but they can't really like communicate with him because he's in hell. So I think like the aspect of the game is super dope. You can battle a lot of different monsters and collect different currencies. There's like a few different currencies in the game that allow you to unlock certain things, unlock certain skills, build your skill points like your attack and your health and stuff like that. The game itself is very dope. Like the lore behind the game is awesome. The story is honestly amazing, and what I have played of it, it's extremely addicting because you have this ongoing of like struggle, like, and it really connects you. It really makes you really connect with that feeling of being in hell and being stuck. And I think because as a player, it doesn't save your progress each time you die. Like it saves your progress as far as like the currencies and stuff that you collect, but because it doesn't save where you're at in the game, you have to start over from the beginning every time. It really gives you that feeling and it drops you into the character so much more. And I think that's something that's so unique that a lot of games are afraid to attempt to do because of maybe players being turned away from that as far as like getting frustrated and wanting to quit and not play the game. But I think for like real gamers that love a challenge and that are really looking to play a game that's going to keep them going, keep them guessing, keep them having to learn new ways to do a certain thing to get to a certain level, it's really dope. It makes you feel like you are really getting stronger as a player, like you're getting better at the game. You start learning the game more. I see that a lot of times when you're playing a game, some people run through the game so fast that you don't really pay attention to the lore. You don't really learn the monsters and what their backstory of each monster is. Each monster in the game, each item in the game, all the way down to the currency has its own lore, and I think that's something that this game really took a lot of time and put into. So I definitely want to give a big shout out to the creators of Hades because they really did an excellent job with this game. And I love two-dimensional games. Of course, it's like three-dimensional technically, but the animation style is two-dimensional. And I love two-dimensional games because 9 times out of 10, when there's a lot of time and effort put into a two-dimensional game, it ends up being better than a lot of three-dimensional games because they're putting more time and effort into the game, like into the lore of the game, into the story of the game, into the gameplay style of the game, and not so much on graphics. So big shout out to Hades, big shout out to the company that made Hades. If you guys are looking for a new style of game, something that's definitely going to be challenging, something that's definitely going to get you a lot of gameplay, a lot of game hours out of, definitely pick up Hades and don't play on God mode. And let me know what y'all think about the game, because God mode makes you a little bit more powerful, a little less resistant to damage. I told myself I would not play on God mode. I would beat the game first and then go play it on God mode just to get through it. But the game itself is awesome. I suggest anybody playing the game to give it an open mind and an open chance, because if I'm not mistaken, it won Game of the Year. I know it was mentioned in the Game Awards multiple times, and I think it won Game of the Year in a couple different areas. I'll have to double check on that. So yeah, that's my spill on Hades. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure y'all leave me a like, hit that comment. Don't forget to subscribe so you can get some more notifications. And thank you guys, man. I appreciate all of you guys for watching my videos. It really means a lot. It helps grow the channel. Make sure you guys share with a friend, man. And again, it's FlexRO the Gamer. I'm signing out. Peace.
I got a sense for it.